Good morning, everyone. Today, I think I'll be doing changing some fluids on the Corvette. Rear end, starting off with the rear end. Show you how to do that, just in case you have any questions about it. Drop me a comment and I'll answer back to you. The weather's kind of rough outside today, so I'm going to start winterizing the Corvette. And first of all, I'll have to get things prepared. I'm going to start with charging up the battery, because who knows, maybe I'll do an oil change on it as well. I'm sure it'll fire right up, but we'll wait. Okay, I'll be with you shortly. Stay there. Okay, I knew the battery was all charged up. That only took a few minutes anyway. Alright, so disconnect that. Wrap it all up. Probably gonna fire it up if we do an oil change anyway. There you go. We gotta move a few things too. One of these watercraft carts is a godsend. I was thinking about putting the jet ski in the shed this year, but I figured, you know what, I've got the motorcycle downstairs, so I'll leave this thing right here. Okay, locked in place. Now I can play with the Corvette. Okay, pretty much everything's done here. What I can do now is we need some supplies. So let's go downstairs and get some supplies. It is a very large bucket, just in case we do an oil change. We're going to need suction for the differential, and what else are we going to need? I think I'll need I like using this one for the rear end. It's got the additives already in it. Instead of adding your own additives, just buy this stuff. Located at any GM dealer. That's for the transmission. We might do that later. And oil filter, I'll grab that later. A few other things I'll grab later. But anyway, for now, we'll need some tools too. Let's see here. This will do. Good enough. I actually like that set. It's very handy. Okay, good enough for now. Okay, next what we'll do is we'll take these covers off. Moving forward. So what I did is I took off the spare tire carrier. I don't need that because I don't even have a spare tire. But you're going to have to do that if you're planning on accessing the differential right here. Let me get some lights down here. Hang on. All right, that's a little better. Okay, this is the rear end of the car. That's where your spare tire goes. Right here is where you drain your differential from. And this part here is your differential, which connects to the back wheels. All right. So, got all that organized. Okay, I got my rags and I'm pretty well set up. I'll put some cardboard under here just in case I get a leak. I like to keep a couple of hunks of cardboard hanging around. This looks like 11/15. So, got the tools. Alright. Let's loosen this up. Bit of a pain, but doable. Okay, there's no drain plug for a differential, so you're gonna have to suck it out. Well, I mean, use your Princess Auto or Harbor Freight, whatever part of the world you're in, syringe. All right, so all you gotta do is stick it in and start sucking. So for the amount I drive this thing,
it's actually kind of dirty.
I do this about every other
You don't
year.
that much. What?
All right, see,
So that's why I clean it out.
leak. Maybe I put a little too much in last time around. Anyway, I don't see any issues. Looks pretty clean.
See if we get a lot more.
Get out of there.
Okay, this is what I've got so far.
Quite a bit more. Been doing this a few times. Not much more. I think I might have to go get another liter of the Dectron. Got a couple of liters downstairs left anyway. There we go. Get all the schmutz off it. So at this point, we're going to be wiping down everything that we've taken out. All right, and this is, keep this cover on. Okay. All right, so just like I said, clean everything up, make sure there's no debris inside. Keep an eye out for metal fragments, whatnot. So I'm just going to set this aside. Actually, let's put it this way so we can see it. So it'll go on like that. Leave that right here. Next I'll be, I ran downstairs and got another liter of the Dexron. So I'll be putting those in now. Let's see, you need these caps too. Little funnel type squirt. Should come with it when you pick them up. We got a bunch of them downstairs. So, you get the idea. Let's get that out of the way. Better? Good. All right. Now I know there's not, this one's only maybe about half full, so. Just squirt it in. That wasn't me. I got a bit in here. What I'll do is I'll use the full bottle and then it seems like it's getting a little harder to get that one in there. Take that lid off. Put on the new one. I'd say that's full. Okay, I'd say that took about 1.5 liters. And right now I'm letting it drip out into the pail for the excess. But now we could put back the clean plug. Obviously, while you're back here, inspect a few things. Make sure everything's in proper order, but good thing about having a lift, you can do that all the time. Obviously, while you're back here, inspect a few things. Make sure everything's in proper order, but good thing about having a lift, you can do that all the time. Okay, it's all tightened up, cleaned up. Now we'll have to wait for a decent day to take it for its last drive. But that's it for now, and that's how you change the fluid in a differential. Thank you for watching. Okay, next we're doing the transmission. Over here we have the drain plug, and over here we have the fill plug. Use your 9/16 open end to pop it out. Let it drip for a while. Make sure you have some cardboard under you. And right now I'm on my tippy toe so that I can talk to you. All right, I'll get started on this. Oh, let me get my pail. There we go. So just lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay. So the best way to do this is put your hand on it and give your other hand a tap. That'll loosen it right up. Switch it over. So what you're doing is switch it. That's why it's at a 15-degree angle. So you get more leverage on it. All right. That white stuff you see on here, I use plumber's dope on a regular basis. I love this stuff. I never get leaks with it. Even if I'm using it for gasoline lines or anything like that. Okay, here we go. That's a beautiful color. Not bad at all. I really didn't have to change this. I changed it 2 years ago. Oh, but look at that. See, I got filings though, eh? See that? Where are we here? Yeah. Got some schmutz in there. That's for sure. Overall, that's not bad. Not happy about the filings, mind you, but I'm gonna let that drip for a while. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so it's pretty much finished dripping. What I like to do is clean this out as well. I like to put a bit of dope on it, plumber's dope, believe it or not. That stuff works amazing. What I do is I just put a bit on the threads, and if you had a leak, just a bit, that'll stop any leaking coming out. I don't mind a bit of leaking. Well, I do, but it's not the end of the world because it keeps the frame nice and oiled. So you plug this one back in. There we go. We'll tighten that up. And I have loosened the fill plug just so I can show you that, yeah, I do have a bit of filings in there. Okay. So again, we're gonna clean that up, get it ready, and I'll be with you shortly. Okay, drain plug. Nice and tight. I do have my plumber's dope on it, like I told you. And what I like to use is, oops, sorry about that. Manual transmission, transaxle, AMSOIL. I use this 75/90. 75 is no big deal because it's not like I'm going to drive it in the winter time. So you put one of these things on and you give it a squirt. Just find the hole. It's a pretty good system this way. Kind of awkward, but at least you get to use everything that's in here. I've got a couple of these, so again, this is the same as differential. When it starts leaking out, then you're full. I'll go get another one. Stand by. Okay, as you can see, I slightly overfilled it, but once that finishes dripping, I can put the drain plug back in up here. I've already cleaned it up. And I put my plumber's dope on it. So, give me a minute and I'll put that back in. I think that's about good enough. Make sure you tighten it up. You don't have to reef on it. Okay. Double check your work. Make sure, okay, that's all done. So drain plug's tightened. Fill plug is tightened. Everything else in that section looks good. Next, we'll be doing the oil pan. You won't believe how much oil this thing takes. Okay, next is the oil. So oil plug here. Oil filter is way up here. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's take care of the oil pan. 9/16. Again, pop it off. Again, I do have plumber's dope around this as well. All right, this gets pretty messy. I've got this thing, because I'll tell you right now, one of those oil pans does not cut it. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. Very high performance engine, so sometimes expected. This engine was built by a couple of NASCAR engine builders, actually. No, this Corvette isn't original equipment. And I don't think I'd wanted original equipment. This thing goes like stink. Sounds great too. All right. No metal filings. That's good news. Clean everything off. See what I mean about how much oil it takes? This thing takes like, I'll show you in a minute. You definitely have to buy 2 jugs to get her done. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so the oil is almost finished dripping out. Now it's just a barely drippy drip. So, put my plumber's soap on it, cleaned off the magnet. Mind you, the magnet didn't have any filings on it, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, the transmission seemed to have had more than its fair share. This is a big block, that's why it's going to take so much oil. That's why I used a 5-gallon drum to empty it as well. All right, get my 9/16. Don't have to reef on it, just tighten it up. Just to save myself some embarrassment, I did loosen up the oil filter. Better use this hand. Ew, I got oil all over me. I guess these things are gonna go in the garbage. Good thing Canadian Tire has them off for $1 this week. This oil filter seems much longer. This is a pH 30. I got this one from GM. Next time I'll go to GM and pick one up. That's a good thing about having a GM car. You have access to a dealership. My daughter drives an Audi. You wouldn't believe how much of a pain that is to get serviced up here. Put a dab of oil on it. That whining you hear in the background is my dog. She wants to go for a walk. I'll be with her shortly. Okay, I like to put it on hand tight and then just give it a snug. I should do it. Later on we'll come back and check. So that's pretty well it. Now most of the fun part's coming up where I get to put the oil in and fire it up. Stick around. Okay, now it's time for her to come down and we'll fill it up with oil. Get it out of the way. Go. Okay, now I'm going to be adding the oil. This will take a while, so it's nothing that we don't know how to do. Just need a lot of it. I'll be right back. Okay, the oil is in. Everything's buttoned up. Bear with me, I haven't run this thing in a couple of weeks, so it might take a while to fire up. I'm glad to see a fire going up. So, other than check the oil and make sure everything's holding together underneath, just want to say thank you for watching. And from Cars and Cigars, now it's my turn to go for a walk and enjoy. Take care of yourself. Happy Halloween.